Alright guys, so today we're going to replace the sway bar bushings on termite. Not sure what difference this will give us as far as drivability or anything like that. We have had a clunking sound, kinda. It's not like a ball joint type clunking or nothing, but every night if you get off camera you'll hear a little thud under there, and I don't know, it could just be suspension movement or it could be this, I don't know. So I'm not looking for any major performance improvements out of this, but it was just something that we saw the other day, and they're cheap enough. These, I got these at O'Reilly's. They were like $16.99, 17 bucks, and it's a really easy fix. So I just kind of show you what we had. These are the original ones, and this one was already like this. I didn't cut this in half. Like, this end had done slid way over down the sway bar, and this one was still in the cap. So that's what I'm thinking could be kind of part of our noise, was the fact, because I know in the past I've had, like on my truck, and I've had a couple of cars that the sway bar bushings go out and it thuds and rattles under your feet. So that was the worst looking one. These are the new ones. You can see the difference, just how blowed out these are. You know, by comparison, it looks like these are going to be too small, but that's just to show you they fit perfect in the cap. So that's just how bad these were. So the cap's just 2 bolts underneath there, and I took this and kind of ran it over with a wire wheel just to kind of clean the crud off of it. And the new ones come split. They come with a split right there. You can see it. The original ones are solid, so you'll have to cut it with a razor blade. So once you get your cap off, I roll it around. It's easier to cut on the flat side, and just take a razor blade and slice it and then just pop it off. Just be careful with the razor blade because it's a tight spot, and obviously you don't want to slice yourself. All right, this one don't look as bad, but I shot a little penetrating oil up into those holes just to kind of lube the bolts a little bit. This one doesn't look nearly as bad as the other one looked, but you know, I'm here, so I'm gonna replace it. Got the other one in. You can see the split. I don't know if there's a preference to turn the split to the front or the back. I probably would prefer it to the back, but I don't think it really matters that much. But there's that one in. So now we're gonna bust this one off and get it replaced. Those are 5/8 bolts, by the way. Another thing to be aware of is that, you know, these are probably original. So I just put the impact on them and they did not budge. The other side wasn't bad. It kind of zipped right loose, but these don't want to. And so I don't want to just keep bearing on them because I don't want to break the heads off. Then I got bigger problems. So I'm just going to let these soak for a little bit and then come back and try them here in just a minute. But be aware, they can be pretty tight. These right here, they got a good bit of movement in them too. So probably will replace them eventually. But as I said previously, I'm thinking about doing quick disconnects on this. So if I do those, that would be the time to put new bushings in on that side. All right, we got both of them in. This one proved to be a little bit of a headache. I ended up having to put a little bit of heat to the bolts to get them to break free. We got them out, kind of cleaned everything out in there, and everything went back together. I found it easier to put the split to the front. That way you could make sure it kind of tucks when you put the cap on it, that the cap don't catch the upper lip. So putting that to the front seemed to be a little bit easier on installation. And anybody wanting to do this, I got these at O'Reilly's. Let's see, where's the part number? There's your part number right there. K3170. $16.99 from O'Reilly's. I don't know if it's gonna make any difference or not, you know, on this, but it's just kind of one of the things when I get under there and there's a bushing hanging and sagging, it's just kind of hard to ignore. It's cheap enough, easy enough job. I know it's kind of messy. Most of that's from penetrating oil and just grease and everything, but you know, I like stuff like that being done. So anyway, Y'all got these things where y'all live? Big. Ugh. You give me the creeps, man. We call them banana spiders. We always have a lot out in the fields, but man, we have got so many right here in our yard. Like there's that one. Look at this death. See all of them?
What? I've seen more than that.
Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right here between these two trees. They don't show up good on video.